few things that can change destiny is dua. It is dua. That something may be coming, we all make dua for something else to happen, and Allah chooses that through our dua as the means, through His infinite wisdom and mercy. Remembering Allah comes in many forms, but of course, I would like to focus on the actual particular form of dhikr that maybe we all normatively ascribe to the word. That remembering, coming together and remembering Allah with our hearts is one of the greatest forms of healing, of resistance, of cultivation. I truly, wallahi, believe that. And the dua of the oppressed specifically is something that cannot be undermined or undervalued. Allah Ta'ala, one of the du'as that Allah Ta'ala accepts is the dua of the oppressed. Absolutely. The dua of the oppressed is accepted immediately, as is the dua of the traveler. Right? And the dua, in the famous hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, he mentions these three things: the dua of the child for their parents. SubhanAllah. What a beautiful hadith, the three answered du'as. The dua of the oppressed, the dua of the musafir, of the traveler, and the dua of one's children for their parents. Ajib. And perhaps also we can say, as according to other hadith, of the parents for the child. And Allah knows best. But these are things that dua is huwa al-ibadah, as the Prophet ﷺ said. Dua itself is ibadah. It is the essence of ibadah. Dua huwa al-ibadah. And so being able to practice this prophetic spiritual technology in this time of akhir al-zaman. Is there any doubt that this is akhir al-zaman? The events every day feels like, subhanallah. It's like I wake up a little bit with trepidation nowadays, like, what's gonna happen today? A little bit of excitement too, but that's just me. But more so just, I can't, there's no security anymore of some sort of continuity. So it's clear for all now, we're living in very tumultuous times. These are tribulating times. And the times that, we come together are times that we actually call for destiny to unfold. As, subhanallah, one of the things that changes destiny, the few things that can change destiny is dua. It is dua. That something may be coming, we all make dua for something else to happen, and Allah chooses that through our dua as the means, through His infinite wisdom and mercy. So we have to be active, but the activity is not, in the activity of the Western secular mind. There's different types of activity. Yin and yang are principles. They're energetic principles, right? They're not just yin is inward and yang is something done with muscles and mass and physics. No, that's not how it works. Your activity inwardly can be quite young if you really understand what's happening. You really understand the nature of the world. Now, this is not to bypass physics, and we should be in physics. We should be operating in the world and doing what we can and with what Allah has given us. But ultimately, the true power is inward. The true power is something that is subtle and immaterial, but even more real than what is material, invisible, and sensorial. Truth, meaning, is of a subtle nature. And so we come together to remember and to impact the world from the subtle to the immaterial, which is the flow of creation, from the subtle to the gross and physical. That is the direction of destiny. That is how things unfold.